Hello, 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 hello. I'm Ashen Ninja, and this is the mighty Mad Mechanic Ikit Claw on the Vortex campaign, just to be a bit different. Now, I've done Ikit Claw before on Mortal Empires, but he is a bit different on Vortex. Not really his mechanics, but his what do you call it? Campaign. Yeah, I can remember these things brilliantly. Words, they're things. So, Mickit Moore, Ikit Claw of Clan Scryer has access to the Clan Scryer Forbidden Workshop, of course, which is good for upgrading units, and it's good for upgrading your Doom rockets and that sort of thing. His research rate is plus 20%. He has loyalty plus 2 for new recruits, construction cost minus 40% for engineering buildings. He starts the campaign with a Warpstorm Doom rocket, and he has a minus 50% upkeep for Warp Lock, Jezzails, Rattling Guns, and Warpfire Throwers. And he also starts with a Jezzail, a Rattling Gun, but not a Warpfire Thrower, some Doom Flayers instead. So this is going to be on a Legendary very hard, but if you want to play on a lower difficulty, it's fine, and everything should still work essentially the same, except you'll be a bit more powerful. So we'll start the campaign, get into that bit. So everything that I do here, of course, as I said, will be usable everywhere else. This start guide is also going to turn into my new actual campaign. And on top of all of the things that he can do, he also has to do the Vortex. So if you don't know what the Vortex is, let's show you. So Vortex, basically, you want to be building up specific warpstone from towns such as this one over here. As you can see, it's got the big warpstone ritual thingy. So that'll help us build up warpstone tokens from there, and of course there's other places all around the map that do it. So that builds up into these resources here, and once you've got a certain amount, in this case 350, 1000, that sort of stuff, you can run the rituals. Now the rituals will make things spawn, so more armies you'll need to kill and that sort of thing, so you need to be ready for them essentially. Now that's on top of Ikit Claw's normal things. Now we do have an engineer we start with, who I'm going to send off to the Fuming Serpent. Now, our friends over here haven't taken the Fuming Serpent, but that also does mean we can find out what this one is. So, which one is the thingy? It's the square. Dwarf Bane and more gold. Now, normally what I do here is actually do some recruiting, but I want to see what we can get him to do. See if we can get him to come to us. We'll see what happens anyway. Now, you got a level, which is excellent. Now, what I'd like to do as a par for the course sort of thing that I think you should do anytime you're playing someone like this is try and use their mechanics to get yourself up to at least rank 4. So we're not going to do any building for the moment, but we are going to try and build up food. However, we can try and do a little bit of the old wrangling. That's nothing. We're not going to get anything out of that. What about you? What do you think? No. The Awakened. Alright, that's good. That's a good start. Let's see if we can get a trade agreement as well. For $500 dues, we'll take that. Trade agreements are a good little thing. We'll make the money back on that. As long as we can hold it for 10 turns. Let's see what our enemies here are going to do. They're going to take the Fuming Serpent. That's actually very, very good for us. So, that gives no garrison there, but it does lower all of their units. So let's jump on that. If we can, come on. Beautiful. Now we can take this as a Pyrrhic victory. Just encircle them for the moment. And we get our Warlock Engineer in here as well. Alright, so medium. We will lose Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves. I'd actually rather keep them. Okay, they've got 2 bloated corpses. You know what? I think we'll be okay if we fight this one manually. After we've done this battle, I will show off the Forbidden Workshop, and I will show... so we'll show Ikit Claw specific stuff. But first we need to do some defeating of this. So we want... Yep, that's actually not that too bad. We don't really need high ground here. Let's get our Jezzails. Our gun is all set up. We're going to pop to stop flankers. We'll pop you guys just over here as well. Warlock Engineer can start actually just behind. Ikit will start in front. Alright, so we are actually going to use our Doom Rocket in this battle as well, which probably will seem a little bit strange to many people, but that's alright. So now we're actually going to get him to start firing at Count Ungula over here. I think that's the best choice for them. Let's see if we can avoid these cannon shots, because they can actually be quite nasty. We want to try and get it so that he's kind of in combat over there. Them doing what they're doing is fine. Let's see if we can do maximum damage to everything here with the Doom Rocket. And then we can pull Ikit out of there. Oh, yep, that's good. That's excellent. So Ikit, you come out of there. Drop that on those deckhands, please. Now, we're going to send him off to intercept them. We want to pull them out of there. That's good. Rattling guns, open up on them. That is beautiful. Exactly what we want to see. Alrighty. Keep firing there. That's okay. Down goes one bloated corpse. We'll get him to take out the other one as well. Ikit is going to drop some more lightning, and it looks like we've got the army loss penalties on them already, and without having to lose units. Lost a couple of troops by the look of things, but overall that went well. Now the thing with sending the Warlock Engineer over, so you can took a tiny bit of damage, but those bloated corpses will actually do a shitload of damage if you let them, if you get them into your units. But by sending a single entity over to them, they'll still blow up, but they'll do much, much less damage. So this is good. This is the start of our sack cities. I don't think we can get Ikit Claw back across, can we? Oh, we can. So we'll pull him back across here so that he can get replenishment. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we don't get any food from that battle, unfortunately, but that should change as long as I end up with a garrison there. Good, good. Oh, I forgot to show off Ikit Claw and the thingy, so we'll show that off next turn then. Turns out that's my fault. Blame me, I'm the hopeless one. So, Forbidden Workshop. So you start with being able to upgrade your Doom Flayers to various things, including when your characters and that sort of thing are on them. So you can see here characters or a character on Doom Flayer mounts. Increases their power recharge rate when they're in combat, that sort of thing. Lots of little bonuses for them. And as you go up through these bonuses as well, you actually unlock items and some extra units you can also recruit. Same sort of thing here for the Doom Flayer, but of course the abilities you unlock are a bit different. The items you unlock are a bit different, and at the end of it you get a special Doom Flayer unit as well.
Testing done.
All of your different weapon teams, so your Poison Wind Mortars, which are great. Globadiers, Bombardiers, Warp Grinders, Warp Fire Throwers, your Snipers, which for some reason the name of them has completely gone out of my Warp Lock Giselles, there it is, and Rattling Guns. So this one here is my favourite, especially for the, of course, for the Rattling Guns. I was going to say especially for the Rattling Guns, which is pretty stupid. So that they actually replenish ammunition, so they never run out, which is excellent. But I'm trying to build up my cash and all my food at the moment, so we're not going to worry about that. Of course, we also have things like extra stuff for the Doom Rockets. Now, I did use a Doom Rocket. Part of that is because your requirements for going up to level 2 here is use a Doom Rocket in battle, and you get extra 1500 gold for doing that. So, and then of course you've got to kill a certain amount of enemies and upgrade your Warpstone Tractor Beam, which is this fella. Need to get him to that. So we are going to want to do that, but right now what we want to do is hit the Fuming Serpent again. Apparently we're going to take a Pyrrhic victory on this one. That's fine, we didn't lose anyone. We will sack it. We get 8 food for that one, which is nice. We will try and get back across to here so that we replenish, and this time we can also do a little bit of recruitment because we didn't have to use Force March. Ikit Claw himself, so let's go for, well, go back to details quickly. He starts off with the Iron Frame for 10 armor, 5 magic resistance, 10% physical resistance, and 10% weapon strength. Silly thing about that is you start off with it, so they may as well just incorporate it into him, but whatever. Whatever. Now when it comes to his blue line and his red line, they're the normal Skaven ones with things like Ancient Cunning, Quartermaster, Lightning Strike, all of that usual stuff, and for your bonuses for boosting things like all of your troops and everything. The other one is you've got 3 different yellow lines. So you've got magic, which it has things like your Crack's Call and that sort of thing, Flensing Ruin. But instead of Arcane Conduit, you've got Unlimited Power, which is like a greater Arcane Conduit, I guess. A better Arcane Conduit, really. Then you've got these 2 yellow lines. Now, really, basically, the way I look at it is you want to get unlimited power. And you want to get one of these 2 abilities here. Second Wind Serum, because when you're casting, you gain health. Or Doomsday Scientist, so basically makes your brass orb better. But you still only get 3 uses of it, so it's still limited. You can go for Adrenaline Rush, but that's really making Ikit a melee lord, and it's not really his thing. He's a bit too squishy for that. So going along here, you get 10% physical resistance, additional, of course. 8 melee attack, 10% weapon strength, some resistances, more speed and charge bonus, one of my favourites there, and more health, which is also super good. If you go this yellow line, you get minus 10% to all spells, you get +3 for Warlock Masters faction-wide, loyalty that is, hero capacity for Warlock Engineers +1, 50% chance to acquire warp fuel after extra 50% chance of acquiring warp fuel. More missile strength, and he gets an increased range and anti-large for his flame. Recruitment duration -1 for Doomflayers, Doomwheel units. If you're going to recruit a lot, that's good. Personally, I don't recruit them, and that's where you get that from. Now, in my opinion, what I like best is unlimited power and second wind serum, which means you'll just miss out on Doomsday Scientist, but you'll still probably get to spend about 2 points in here anyway. In my opinion, again, Doomflayer is the better of these two mounts that he gets. He can either have a Doomwheel or a Doomflayer. Doomwheel is an excellent mount, but it makes him a big target. And one of the things that Ikit Claw is so good for is belting around the battlefield, just being a fucking nuisance and slowing the enemy down. And I find the Doomflayer is better for that because he's smaller, harder to hit, and he's just faster. He still has quite a lot of mass, so he can still smash through units and that sort of stuff. And when you've got some of those bonuses from the workshop unlocked, he'll do things like send out random bolts of lightning and things like that. It's pretty useful, so I go with Doomflayer. These two here, magic resistance and missile resistance as usual. Missile resistance I think is actually quite useful. Always, especially if he's going to be zooming around the battlefield. So the resources for your workshop, warp fuel, so we get those from winning battles and using your warlock engineers to do hero actions as well. You can get them from that as well. It also uses food, so we're not going to really worry too much about that. Looks like we're gaining some of that somehow. Not sure how exactly, but that's fine. So before we actually try and upgrade the Star Tower, what we need to do is build up to about 80 food, because that's how much it'll cost you. So we want to keep hitting Fuming Serpent, getting ourselves some more food. It's alright. Let's sack that again. Get better and better at sacking it. About there, just to get him back over here so that he can again. We're going to get some more slingers, I think. Yeah, more slingers. I'm going to actually increase the movement speed for him as well. Ikit Claw takes lots of NyQuil. And you can actually see after that battle we did get a warp fuel, and no, we didn't get any more of that. Okay. At 65 after that, that's good.
Candidate for weapons testing.
He gets upgraded. Ikit Claw, we're going to give him Ancient Cunning, because being able to ambush a lot is his bread and butter. It's what's going to keep him getting paid. You want a gift, you can stick the gift where the sun don't shine. You also want a gift, and guess where you can stick it as well? Okay, so we got 15 now. Another one of these just to keep that food coming in. We don't want to raise it because that overall just gets rid of our sack city here. And we don't want to get rid of it, we want to keep it so that we can keep building up food. Build up food, build up levels. This is what the start of this campaign really is about. And yes, we're going to get some more slingers as well, just in case. If he does come across, we might be able to ambush them, take out that army, and etc, etc. Search any ruined settlement for treasure. That's fine, we don't have to worry about that. Yep. Low casualties, that's good. Now, next turn, we might be able to... we might be able to. So what we're going to do is we're going to recruit ourselves. So we get a plague seer. We actually need a warlock master to level up. Sharp teeth or weapon master. We'll go weapon master.
Master engineer.
And I'm going to do something that's going to seem completely and utterly mad. And I'm going to do that. This is entirely so that if we do get to the amount of food that I want. If we don't, it's a bit of a pain. We should get there, hopefully. The idea is, so we've got 75. If we get 5 food out of this now, we get up to 80. Sack that. We've got a Dawnstone, that's good. So that gets us up to 80 food. We jump back on the Star Tower, spend all 80 of our food. Maintain control of 2 provinces by the direct ownership. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now what we also do, because we don't really have the resources to keep him, we disband him for now. Oh look! Now we've got somewhere we can spend a bunch of money. Now, here's where we've got to make some choices. We want the artillery building, we want that building. But what other building do we want? So this will get us our weapons teams, but it won't actually get us things like the poison wind globadiers, which we do really, really want. But at the same time, we also want things like that. I'm going to take that for now. One of these buildings is not going to stay, and I'd say that's probably the Pox Cauldron, because... Oh, actually, we might keep the Pox Cauldron and get rid of the other one. Once we've got enough Plague Claw catapults. Yes. But there we go. So we are now at turn 7. And we already have a rank 4 city.
Kill at once.
And it is soon going to be doing some okay money making stuff. Now, we have actually also lost our trade agreement that we had, so we might have to get that back. Oh. We're going to have to kill them off before they take that. So now basically what you can do is use this. So we'll get our decisive victory from him. And we're going to take replenishment as well. Oh, potion of strength. And now we're going to hit that, and we're just going to sack it, even though we don't really get anything from it. We'll pop back over here now. So that was still good. We still got plenty of actual food from that. We're going to upgrade that. One more turn, we'll have our first level of that, but then we'll be able to upgrade that again to be able to get Warlock, Rattling Guns. Not Warlock. Oh dear. Get him nice and leveled up so we're getting maximum weapon strength and ammo from him for everything we have. Now, I'm of the opinion you don't need to keep a sack city for an extended period of time. Main reason I'm keeping it for the moment is because I need to build up my food again so that I can get it up to a decent level. Very important. Alright, so that will all be done soon. Money will start coming in. Decisive victory again, thank you. More money. They're going to have another result fairly soon there, which is perfectly acceptable for us. One more turn we can get our plague. What's he called? Plague Priest. And we'll be able to start recruiting Plague Claw catapults. But again, eat food. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get up to level 3 straight up. Oh, he's going to come and try and take it. So what we should do, instead of trying to get it up to level 3, we might just go for level 2. And we'll take it this turn. Because we don't want to lose it to him. After all, let's see if we can get our trade agreement back. No. Oh well. That's fine. We will take this. Fuming Serpent, now mine. Yeah, we can only go to rank 2. That's alright. Ooh, Scrying Stone. Those are really good. That's really handy. I'll take that. We've secured that province. We get 1,000 gold and 8 warp stone. Now, what we're going to do, I'm not going to repair that at the moment. That doesn't really give me... Oh, it gives me food once it's at that level. So that's good. Let's go with the belt. I'm going to leave that at that level. That I'd like to go up level with that, but I want that more. Sorcerers, we can now get a Plague Priest. There aren't any good ones, but we'll get one next turn anyway.
Candidate for weapons testing.
He gets his ballistics calibration. We get our commandment, so we're going to want the extra food. We do have Mysterious Island over there, so we will be grabbing that soon. And we're going to start going in Quartermaster for him, so that we're reducing the cost of our troops. So basically that's how you want to start off your Ikit Claw campaign when it comes to Vortex. We've consolidated our little first province, which is good. And we've pushed our enemies out of it, but for now, that's where we want to be. I'm going to take Perceptive Plague Priest. They're not the best, but they're not shit either. I'm going to take out, do a hero action. 25 Warpstone currently. Let's go to the Mysterious Island while we can. We saw their army was used up over there. We'll do better on campaign. More movement range and some cash. Not a bad thing. Alrighty, and we'll be able to start recruiting our Plague Claw catapults next turn. Very important that. So anyway, that is it for the start guide. From here, I'm going to be doing a campaign based on this one. So hopefully you've enjoyed the start guide, and I'll see you in the campaign. Till then, enjoy. I'll see you next time.